Good evening. Uh, Hello. मी मी आर्या आपटे तुमची अकाउंट टीचर. आज आपण कॉम 209 हा आपला जो अकाउंट विभाग आहे तो आपण आज स्टार्ट करणार आहोत. तर बेसिकली तुम्हाला इंग्लिश मीडियम आणि मराठी मीडियम असे दोन्ही पद्धतीने शिकायचं आहे. मराठी मीडियमचे काही स्टुडंट्स आहेत आणि इंग्लिश मीडियमचे काही स्टुडंट्स आहेत. बेसिकली आपण पूर्ण जे सिलेबस आहे तो इंग्लिश थ्रू जाणार आहोत. मध्ये मध्ये मी तुम्हाला मराठीमध्ये काय म्हणतात त्याला किंवा कशी ट्रीटमेंट द्यायची असते ते तुम्हाला एक्सप्लेन करेल. कारण ह्याच्यासाठी की पूर्णतः मराठी जर का तुम्ही शिकला तर तुम्हाला कळायला जरा प्रॉब्लेम होईल. कारण हे बेसिकली या अकाउंटमध्ये बरेचसे जे वर्ड्स आहेत जे आपण इंग्लिश वापरतो. मराठी वर्ड्स आपले फॅमिलियर नाही आणि जर का तुम्हाला ते समजून घ्यायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला आधी इंग्लिशमध्ये समजून घ्यावं लागेल आणि नंतर मग तुम्ही इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलू शकता. आय होप मी ऑडिबल आहे. जर का असेल तर प्लीज मला रिस्पॉन्ड करा. त्रिवेणी, माझा आवाज येतो का तुला? त्रिवेणी, त्रिवेणी, माझा आवाज येतो का तुला? Yes. Today we start investment account. In investment account, the introduction, what is the investment, what are the accounts which we prepare in investment account. After that, share underwriter account, world and the sum. So in company, originally the person also invests their surplus money in various field. For example, many individual purchasing gold, silver, ornament and purchasing the piece of land. The firm and company invest their surplus fund in a purchasing the various factors like security, share, debenture, bond. It is a call investment. In this unit, we thinking about the only investment in government security. Yes, we are focusing on only for government security, like government bond. They are they are purchased from general public for investment. Companies and individuals invest their surplus fund in purchasing the securities in order to earn regular and definite income. It is called investment. The separate account is opened for each debenture and bond in which the companies invest their money from the account. The present condition can understand the immediate. We can know whether the investment is probable or not. Firstly, we can see what is investment. Money that earn money is investment. The concept of investment is The concept of investment is very broad, but ac- in accountancy, investment concept is used in narrow sense. When the excess money invest in share, debenture, and bond is called investment. Investment account is not physical asset; they are asset of the special nature. Bank insurance companies and investment trustee investment surplus fund in order to earn income by purchasing the share, debenture, and bond. Separate investment account will be kept for each script where the investment are not many. They can be recorded in general ledger. Investment account is real account, and usually the separate account will be kept for each security, such as 12% 12% Reliance debenture bond account. So the equity share uh, in equity share of Colgate and Palmolive. So these are the example. All transactions related to their sale and purchase are recorded in such way to that the profit and loss for the year and the income for the year can be sacrificed. This is the format of investment account. See the date, particular nominal face value, interest, capital value. And in credit side, date, particular nominal face value, interest, capital, and value. So these are the investment, and and you see also that 12% Reliance debenture account, which is shown in proper way. After that, they given the concept of come interest and come dividend. Come means addition. The securities earn interest on dividend or income are specified intervals. Normally, the interest of security is payable in half year or quarterly. So the date of interest becoming accrue, the party in possession of the security is entitled to receive such investment. Hence, the seller try to recover the same at a time of sale transaction from the buyers. When the seller sell security income interest transaction, the interest accrued will be entered to by seller as not a right to get in interest because the transaction is come interest. See, the given one example. They given Mr. A buy debenture face value 100, purchase value 90. So on interest receivable in 1st January and date is 1st July. Purchase date 1st February. Interest for 6 months is 6. Capital value is 90. Type of agreement come interest. So they Mr. A has purchased debenture on 1st February, but from the 1st January to 1st February, he was not holder of a debenture. Still, he get interest of that period of rupees 1. Hence, the purchase of debenture at rupees 90. Out of this, the rupee 1 rupee 1 he purchased debenture of 90. Out of this, rupee 1 paid the interest on remaining of 889 paid for investment. So the journal entry will be investment account debit 89, interest account 1 rupee, and to bank to bank uh, to bank 90. So the being the debenture purchase with a come interest. After that, the next term is X interest. X interest means the transaction interest accrued till the date of transaction is not included in a purchase of sale price of the security. In other words, it is over and above the piece of security. Seller get the right to receive the next installment of interest under X interest transaction. This concept will be explained with following illustration. Mr. X purchase debenture details. The face value is 100. Purchase price of debenture is 98. Interest received on. So the on 1st January to 1st July every year, the date of purchase of debenture 6 month interest is 6, the type of X interest. So the fixed by debenture 1st July on next first month. X is invested on debenture, but he will not get the interest because the transaction is X interest. Seller get the interest, hence the X should sacrifice the interest of rupees 1. So the cost of investment is rupees 99. So in investment account debit 98, interest account debit 5 to debenture, to bank, it will going to 103. What is 103? It is total of 98 and 5. Being the debenture purchase X interest on 1st July. Bank account debit 6, interest account debit to interest account 6. So the being interest transfer or receive. So they already talk about the purchase. After that, this is come interest sale. This is reverse entry and come interest X interest sale. This is also reverse entry for X interest purchase. So you just read it very carefully. After that, they given other points. In other point, they are one is brokerage. There are specialized agent known as a broker who help it purchase or sell of securities on commission, known as a brokerage, which is required to pay paid by buying or selling. The brokerage is usually expressed in a percentage of face value. Securities of sometimes it is charged on a ad hoc basis. The amount of brokerage is to be added in the purchase of securities and the deduct from the sale price of the security. Second, bond share equity shareholders of the successful companies receive a bonus shares on such capitalization of the reserve of which no amount is to be paid thereof. The amount will be entered in a nominal column of the nothing will be entered in a capital column. After that, the right share. Uh, Existing equity shareholder have a right to be offered share. Subsequently, the issue such share are known as a right share. These are to be purchased or the right may be remunerated in favor of third party. Further consideration. In the case of right share, subscribed the nominal value will be entered in a nominal column and the amount paid in a capital column. Sale of right will be entered on a credit side in the amount column only. If some rights are purchased, the amount paid will be entered in a capital column. Next term is interest received. When the interest is received, it will be recorded in interest column in investment account. On credit side, interest on investment is always calculated on face value. It is not calculated on the purchase value of the investment. Interest accrue the interest from the last interest date to the date of opening balance will be calculated on the face value of the investment. and it will be shown in interest column as accrued interest. After that, valuation securities of the close of the accounting period. We have to follow the general principle of the valuation, the cost of price of market price, which whichever is lower. The basis of average price which in this method the nominal by ऐक ना. Yes, I hope I am audible. Um, Average price method and first in first out method. In average price method, the method total nominal value and total cost value of the all purchases are considered for the valuing the securities which are balanced at the end of the year. For in first out method, it is a method to the assume that the investment are sold in order in which they are purchased. Hence, the old lot of assume to be sold out first and balance of investment are thus value of the cost price. According to the treatment of investment transaction, to given transaction should be arranged in a chronological order. The date of interest should be taken into consideration. The purchase of investment are shown on a debit side and the sale of the investment are shown in our credit side. Interest received on a respective date in respective date should be shown on a credit side. The opening balance of the investment account will be shown on a debit side. The face value will be shown in a nominal column, while the cost of price will be shown in a capital column. The interest from the last interest date to the date of opening balance will be calculated on a face value of investment and will be shown in a interest column of the accrued interest. Fifth point is the purchase of investment record in a passing forward journal entry. The investment account debit to bank account credit. The face value of the recognized is to the nominal value. The interest from the last the purchase should be calculated. Income tax, if any, should be deducted from the interest amount. The net amount should be entered in a interest column. Calculate the purchase price of the investment on the basis of given information. Wise, as per the premium of the discount, the calculation should be made on a face value of the investment. Express in commission brokerage should be added to the price. If the purchase price of the X interest calculated above in not be considered because the price of investment is exclusively of interest and the purchase price is to be shown in the capital column. However, if the purchase price is come interest, the interest calculation as above will be deducted from the price and the net price will be shown in a capital column. The procedure should be represent as every sequence of a purchase transaction. So these are the points. Next are computation of interest on security. The interest on security received on a half yearly, quarterly, or yearly. The passing of entry will be bank account debit to investment account interest column. It is participate situation that in participating situation that interest may be payable in half year on 31st March to 30th September, but credited by bank 5th April or 5th October. Therefore, the credit is given by the investment account on these date. At the beginning of the end of the accounting period, one has to consider the amount of interest which will be paid in accrual. At the end of year, the investment account is closely to transforming the difference to the profit and loss account. It is represent for the profit earned or loss sufficient or the investment for the year. They given one example. See, see in a problem, there are various investment which you are invested, and you just making accounting treatment for that. In investment account, there is only concept of government bond and related concept. No other investment are going to be calculated for that. In examination, they are given one by one the 5 point or 6 point, and you just make sure that these points are clearly mentioned, and you just calculated for that, and you just written as as well in proper manner, so you will get good marks for that. It is very easy process. You just going for journal entries in one by one for respected points, and you finish your problem in good manner. So we just go for one problem. The following are the transaction of Ganesh took place during the year ended 31st December 2001. On 1st January 2001, 10% government bond having face value 50,000, purchase of 98. See, we go for that first entry. We calculate such entry and make one account entry. See, 50,000, and the face value is 49. So the capital value is 49,000. On 1st 2001, 1st January, to bank 50,000. In bank account, you just credit your investment as said. What is the investment name is 10% government bond. Yes, we go for next. On 1st July 2001, 10% government bond having face value 40,000 were sold at rupees 105. So the entry will be in credit side 40,000 at capital value 42,000. So you are going to be profit for one as three. So the bank account interest is 2,500 for 6 months on rupees 50,000. It is 2,500. 2 PNL it is 3,000, and 2 PNL it is 2,800. because the interest is payable on 1st January and 1st July every year. The Ganesh close the account on 31st December every year. And the 31st December, the market price of the bond is 107. So the closing balance is going to be on the value of 107. So this is the example. The given working note purchase of sale and security of the interest debt. Thus, if the security is purchased and sold on a date of interest, interest is not due on that date, hence the interest is not recorded in a journal entry. So the investment account debit to bank account purchase of bond. If sale of bond is bank account debit to investment. Calculating the interest. Interest is a calculated on face value and not on a purchase or sale price. The interest is calculated on a balance of bond. The interest is due but not received in the income, so it can be considered. On 31st December 2001, the value of bond is calculated following manner. Cost price of the cost price or market price, whichever is lower. After that, they given one more problem. Lakshmi, you just go through the problem. The answer he also provide for you. They given many more problems for you also. They given various problems related to investment. Problems are same, just figure are change. You just go through problem and solve it very proper manner. You get answer very well according to method. हे इन्व्हेस्टमेंटचे प्रॉब्लेम जे आहेत ते आता तुम्हाला सोडवायचे आहेत. आणि कम इंटरेस्ट आणि एक्स इंटरेस्ट हे बेसिक ज्या कन्सेप्ट आहेत त्या क्लिअर करून जर तुम्ही सोडवलं तर तुम्हाला ते खूप इझी जाईल. Let's this is new term. Um, Pankaj Investors Limited hold 4% government security, which is face value of 1 lakh and the capital value of rupees 1 lakh 4,000. On 1st July 2001, the interest is already received on these securities up to 31st March 2001. On 31st October 2001, again government security of rupees 48,000 are purchased. Come interest. See, come interest. Yeah, please underline that word at rupees 104, and the same date government securities of the face value of rupees 40,000 are to be sold. Ex interest at rupees 95. On 30th June 2000, sold government securities face value of rupees 32,000. Come interest is 96. On the above security, the interest is payable on a 31st March and 30th September every year. Past journal entries in the books of Pankaj Investor Limited. So they given journal entry to first one. Bank account debit 2000 to interest 2000, being 6 month interest received on 1 lakh. Next is 4% government securities account debit, interest account debit 106, and the bank account credit 49,920. The total of 49,760 plus 160. So, being the purchase of securities of rupees 48,000 with come interest, see come interest on 104. We already learn come interest, ex interest. According to that rule, we just make sure these entries in proper way. Next is bank account debit, 4% government security, to interest. So, being the securities of 40,000 at a 95 x interest. So, the amount will be x interest, which is 38,133. First, we make this entry 38,000 in a credit side. After that, we calculate on 38,000 4%, which will going to be 133, and the total of 38,133 is going for bank, which is 38,133. Bank account debit to interest account credit 2,100, 6 month interest received on 1 lakh 8,000. Bank account debit 30,720 to 4% government security account to interest is 320. Interest on accrued account rupees 760 to investment 760, being the interest accrued on 3 months of rupees 76,000. Interest to PNL account, which is going to be 4,213, being interest transfer to PNL account. PNL account debit to 4% government securities 6,480, and 6,480 being the loss of investment transfer to PNL account. This is the entry. The given working note also. See working note. If interest is accrued than 1 lakh into 4% into 3 months, so it will going to be 1,000. Interest received for 6 months, same calculation. The difference for 3 months to 6 months. On October 2001, the security purchase 48,000, which is X interest. So the X interest calculation is the interest is 104 for X interest. So 100 what is that? So the term interest is 49,920. After that, the sale of security, sale price is 40,000, and the X interest is 95. So the amount will be 38,000, and 38,000 of for 4% interest is also calculated for 1 month. It is going to be 133 on 30th March 2000. Interest is 1,08,000 and it's will going to be 2,160. So these are the calculations which will help in uh, maintaining the journal entries. After that, they give an accounting format problem also. This is another one problem. This is another one problem. Depend on FIFO method. FIFO means first in first out method. Means first your stock is coming. This stock will be transferred for that only. In the book of Jaipur Industry Company Limited, 15% debenture account. To interest account 3,750 and the bank account 60,000 3,000 interest. So the capital value is 57,300. To bank 50,000 purchase come interest means which value is come first. It will be going for first to first out. After that, share of underwriter, company formation of a involve risks of various nature. One of which the share are floated may not be subscribed to the desired extent to the overcome for the particular risk. There has a image emerged the specialization group of the risk recommended for the finance rising for the business concerned. They are called underwriter. The formation of the company may be uh, geopardy if the certain minimum number of shares are not subscribed for the public at a time of issue, the share of the venture company may appreciate the under subscription. The public may not take up a share of company to the statutory requirement level, which will be 90%. As per the Companies Act 1957, every public limited must collect the 90% amount of the issue minimum subscription. The function of such underwriter is arranged in subscription of the floating share to be required for the statutory minimum. Therefore, the underwriter is application. Underwriter application of a principal insurance of the company formation whereby the responsibility is taken or bread to given to take up a share not subscribe for by the investing public. If the whole of certain portion of the share or debenture of the company is not applied for by the public, the underwriter themselves apply on a purchase of other and apply to those share and entire to the commission for the prescribed rate. Sub underwriter, an underwriter may appoint several underwriters to work under him. Such underwriter as are termed as a sub underwriter. They have privately of contact with the company. They get their remuneration for the underwriter and are also responsible for them. In the 19th century, the paying underwriter commission to be share underwriter is treated. The separate issue of house were established in England for the America in investment banker, where the working of underwriter purchase of the sale of share of the specific company and earn commission as well as profit, though the capital appreciate in a general in Germany. The credit bankers are working the share underwriter. The India, no separate institutions were be formed for underwriter functions. Nowadays, IDBI, ICF, ICICI, and many more banks, these institutions are working as a share underwriter. Next term is standing method of share underwriter. There are three methods: underwriter, standing behind the issue method, outright outright purchase method, and syndicate method of joint underwriting. Let's we discuss this. Standing behind the issue. This method, underwriter responsible for share and debenture offered to the public and subscribe will be fully subscribed for in the event it of any feature of underwriter will be subscribed for underwriter share and debenture. The commission is paid on underwriter for the service. Sometimes they are not given purchase, but assume the best effort offered. Next term is outright purchase method. In this method, the company not issue the prospector but make a agreement with a underwriter. So the company has get relief from the public response and the purchase of share. Underwriter subscribe the specific share and after some of time sell it in the market and earn a more profit. Tender are called from the various underwriter and those terms are considered as a convenient or a appointed as a company share underwriter. After that, syndicate method means joint underwriter. In this case, the number of underwriters are issued in more than one, and underwriter term is joint underwriter. And the underwriter of the joint underwriter, for example, if A and B are underwriter and issue of 10,000 shares, the company's ratio is 6 is to 4. The underwriter will be earned in joint underwriter. After that, they given one term, share underwriter account. Just read. After that, they given underwriter and difference between the broker. A person who is taking responsibility to take up the share, not prescribed for the investment public, is called share underwriter. He is enter into get commission at a prescribed rate, while the person who does not have guarantee the subscription for the company share or debenture, he simply agreed to process subscription for the share and debenture without a responsibility attached to it. It is called share broker. He is also get commission for his service. There is a provision in a Companies Act 1956, the cause of given commission by the broker. After that, the term is uh, marked application. When three or more than one underwriter issue application form of the general public of subscribing the share of debenture of company, such application form bear and stamp of particular underwriter or broker who has issued such form. This help in identifying the application received through the various underwriter or broker. This information is also related for the ascertain the amount of commission payable to each underwriter, as well as the fix up the liability of different underwriter for unsubscribed share or debenture. The form of bearing the stamp of the underwriter or broker are termed as a application form. Mark application. The unmarked application. The unmarked application are those applications which are bare of no stamp or an underwriter. These applications are received by the company directly from the public. After they given advantages and disadvantages of underwriter. Various securities in head. They given various problems also with underwriter account. Urbilal has underwriter of 16,000 shares of rupees 100 each and commission of rupees 2%, and the extra commission is 5. So the underwriter bank account debit 8,000, bank account 1,20,000, bank account application for money 48,000 in credit side, allotment of money 48,000, which is also in credit side, allotment to bank 1,20,000. Commission for 32,000. Bank for call of share 96,000. Bank for 12,800. And bank for sold the share is 1,32,000. The profit will be 25,200 and balance carried down will be 1,06,800, which is mentioned in problem. So these are the points which are covered in investment account. Today, these are the various problems which are you just read and solve. If any difficulties arise at that time, you just contact me in your next lecture. We discuss. So this is the first unit number one, which is investment, which we covered here. And in next lecture, we going for hire purchase system, installment system, which is unit number 2 and 3, which has very much point which is covered in examination point of view. So next, you just come here and make one good lecture. Thank you. We stop here now and we started our next topic in our next lecture. Till then, goodbye.